Hello people, welcome back to F1 2012 Career Mode. We're into the last quarter of the season. Today, it's the Japanese Grand Prix, and in a bad qualifying, we're starting down at 18th, and now, the intro is a bit different. I usually start it where it'll show like parts of the circuit, and then we get into the main race, but today, I decided to start it from the garage. And for strategy, we are going to swap it up. It's saying one stop from option to prime, but we're going to swap it up and go with this. Prime to option. And a cautious fuel strategy so I can just push the engine all the way. Apologies for that. We're still beating Ricciardo and everything, despite the fact we have been unqualified by him, but Hamilton is starting second on the grid, so we're going to need a good race today. We're going to need to get some good amount of points to stop him from taking the near championship lead, obviously getting closer to us. He's 28 points behind us. But anyway, we're going to need a good race today, guys. Hope for some luck on our side. Wish me luck.
Complete. Ready.
It's going to be a tough one, you know. Starting down at 18th, I'm not really good around this circuit compared to like the new F1 games. Right, let's go. It's Alonso on pole position after a wet qualifying. Hamilton second. It's all or nothing here in Japan. If we don't get a top 10, it could be game over, knowing the last few rounds of the season. They're saying we want us to finish 11th, but we're going for points. Here we go, though. 5 red lights, a Japanese Grand Prix. Round 15 out of 20 in 2012. And it's going Suzuka. And it looks like we get an okay start. A better start than Kobayashi looks like, but no, he pulls ahead of us, so we're going to be lacking behind on the prime tyre, looks like. But we're going to make positions up if we are going to finish at points today. So we're going to send it on the inside of Perez, Ricciardo. Oh no! I said send it down the inside of Ricciardo and Perez and Kobayashi. But we're taking damage to the front wing, and we're now down in 21st place behind Charles Peak. That's a disastrous start for us. Front wing damage, we're down in 21st. So this is why I do not have a prime tyre. I should have started on the options. I might make a stop earlier instead for the option tyre instead. Then might as well stop on like lap 7 or lap 6 to stop us from having any tyre problems. So we need to get back ahead of the back markers. So we're going to do that easily. We're now ahead of Kovalainen and Karthikeyan and Peak. Now it's Ricciardo next. And the Toro Rosso, they should be really doing team orders if they're going to do something like this. Hamilton's still second behind Alonso, and there's actually a few cars behind us. We're in 18th at a minute. We got Glock and Della Rosa ahead of us. I don't know who's behind us. It may be one of the Salvas. It may have been Perez from the start of the race. But anyway, we're going to get ahead of Timo Glock here on the inside to the spoon curve. He goes off the track. But it doesn't matter because we're now into 17th. Actually, Perez is actually ahead of us. And Glock tries coming back at us, surprisingly. So, fair play to him for doing that. Before I go anywhere else, guys, I'm going to check who's at the back. Oh, it's Senna. I thought it was Maldonado. Maldonado's at the top 3, though. So, it's Senna, who actually went off at the start. That's why Della Rosa's up in 16th. And now into 130. Yeah, we take it flat out, we do on this game. And Della Rosa, we're going to send it on him into 16th. We're going to need that as the race goes on. So we've got ahead at back markers. That is the most crucial thing we needed in this Grand Prix, was to get ahead of the really slow cars. And now we can chase after the rest of the cars ahead. Hulkenberg's the target they're setting, but the risk of it should be setting top 10 because with Hamilton in second, we get as much points as we can get here. Otherwise, it may be championship done by Korea, which is the next race. But if it's wet drive, then that will spice things up a bit and maybe, just maybe, switch it back to my side in the championship, considering knowing my knowledge of the AI on this game from Monza and the previous races at the start of the season when I was in the Caterham. So guys, don't forget that. This race may turn on its head. But for now, we're still in P16. And we're not gaining on the cars ahead. I mean, to be fair, we are on the prime tyre, so expect it. And we're going to need some gains some time too, because when we come in for our pit stop, we're going to be changing the front wing, and we're going to be losing a bit of time. So, basically, we've got to get closer to the cars ahead, otherwise we might be stuck in 16th for this Grand Prix. Or maybe 16th for this stint, and then maybe we'll claw back more time at the end of the race, when we're on the softer tyre, compared to the others. But so far, not too great. Ricciardo's behind us. Hope we don't get beaten by him today. Gap's 3 seconds to Kobayashi. We're going to need to get that gap down as much as we can if we are going to obviously fight for points today. And knowing our quick time at the last sector usually, we can gain the time back, but I don't think we gained any time there. Let's have a look. And we did actually. We gained 2.6 tenths of a second. So now we're 2.8 behind Kobayashi now. And DRS is enabled on this lap, so Ricciardo, surprisingly, behind us has got DRS, so we're probably going to be dragging Ricciardo along with us as long as he doesn't try to overtake us. I mean, he should know that we are his teammate anyway, so he shouldn't really give it a go. And Schumacher's down at 15th. I think Kobayashi overtook him.
The car ahead has a puncture.
Whoa!
The car ahead has a puncture.
That's why Schumacher was slow. He's got a puncture and he's out, so Schumacher finished third in Singapore. Pick up pieces from when he and Vettel collided. He's out of the Grand Prix. So now, that's us up in the 15th place. But still, it's not points. I think he actually might have tangled with Kobayashi. And then,
the car ahead is running the option tyre. We may have trouble closing the gap during this stint.
And Gia, why do you have to do this? I mean, interrupt me. So he might have tangled with Kobayashi. Coming into the left-right-handers, maybe. Because since the sector 1 is twisty, I may have got onto a curb and deflated the tyre. As Ricciardo's actually trying to make an overtake on us, but Danny Rick, stay behind, mate. You're our teammate. There's no need for this. Don't tell me we're losing time to Kobayashi ahead, because that'll be a disaster. We are losing time to Kobayashi ahead. This isn't good. This is not good for our championship. Knowing Hamilton's in P2, and he may actually jump in at the lead at some point. Because he's still behind Alonso. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to need to do that if I'm going to be able to get close to the guys ahead. And that was a scruffy last corner. Ricciardo's in already. Okay. That's a strange one. Ricciardo's in after 3 laps.
Daniel has just pitted.
He's maybe going for the undercut on us. But he must know that we're his teammates, so he shouldn't really be trying this. Like, he shouldn't really be overtaking the championship leader and his teammate as a reward. Because we need all the points we can today, and Ricciardo needs to help us. Well, to be fair, the Toro Rosso on this game is basically the 9th best car, so we got no chance. But we need Danny Rick to do his best anyway, and he ain't doing that. We're now 5.5 behind Kobayashi. And we just dipped 2 wheels into a gravel. Shall I just come in earlier then? And risk probably the tyres dying at the end? Or shall I wait? I mean, I could wait, but overall, we're going to need the time. And I want to get off this tyre as well, because it is a bloody nightmare on the prime tyre. We're just losing more time. I shouldn't have started on this tyre. I should have started on the options. But then, like I wanted to race, we would have probably lost time to the cars ahead. So what shall I do? I mean, it's my choice, but I'm going to see what everyone else does. Looks like we're staying out. Alonso's still in the lead. I think. Hamilton's still second, and then it's a DRS train in third, and then a DRS train towards the back end at the top 10.
7 seconds is the gap to the car behind. 7 seconds.
Thanks, NG. You know what, I'm going to come in next lap. I can't stay on this tyre any longer. And we lost more time to Kobayashi. How are we losing time to him at the last sector? Where it's clearly my strength, because I've done a few practice races in the Toro Rosso before I've actually done this. As Daniel Ricciardo himself. And my pace in Sector 3 has usually been quite good. That's mainly just us on this tyre, so yeah, I think we have got to get off this tyre if we want to go faster. I feel like kind of it's holding us back. But we're going to get 8 laps on the option tyres, so we'll see what we can do with that. After 5 laps, these tyres actually aren't too bad, so we could theoretically go to the end of the race on these, but in the F1 rules that isn't allowed, so we are going to have to come in. And we've gone 6 seconds quicker than Kobayashi in Sector 1, so we are showing that the pace is there. We just need to do something magical to make it permanent. And the only way from that is to come in earlier. I hope we don't get held up at the pit lane by De La Rosa behind us, but he is losing loads of time. So I don't think he should be affecting our pit stop by any means, or the back markers behind us. I think they're like 8 seconds, maybe 9 seconds behind us, and Ricciardo actually, the driver behind him, That may be Senna because he lost his front wing, and maybe him. And we actually kept at the same time to Kobayashi, so we've done well on this lap to match him. But everyone's coming into this lap, so are we. 10 seconds to De La Rosa, should be enough. Alright, dip a wheel into the grass, but it's all good.
Options confirmed for your next box.
Right, you know what, let's see if we can actually hamper Kobayashi. No, we can't. Right, make it quick as you can. Guys, we got a race to get on with.
Exit.
5.5, good enough. Don't tell me Danny Rick's going to jump us.
At the pit exit. Watch out as you rejoin the track.
Okay, he hasn't jumped us, thank God for that. Right, so we're going to EN on this tyre, so theoretically, let's push. Let's push these tyres to the limit because there's 8 laps to go. And we've got 8 laps to try and get points, so let's go get them. As long as we don't make any mistakes, and otherwise it's game over then. I might as well then just park it. So that's what I'm going to do if I can't get points, I'll just park it and save the engine. I mean, a safety car would bring us right into contention, although we just pitted, so it wouldn't really work out for us. But if a safety car did come out and then we pitted, it would play right into our favour. We can't let Petrov hold us up either, so we got to get ahead of him as quick as we can. Now the front wing is fixed, we can go for it as well. Right, I'm going to save some of the fuel for when we go for a fast lap, because I want to try and see if we can set maybe the fastest lap at the Grand Prix. But I'm going to use it here though, because we need to get ahead of Petrov. Okay, we're not getting much time, and we know the Caterham will left.
The car ahead is trying to create a gap. He's running
it won't actually.
Maximum power.
Thanks, engineer. Thank God Petrov didn't make us outbrake ourselves. We're up to the 16th now. Carf Kane's in. Right, I don't want Petrov overtaking us because...
You're in 15th, that's 15th.
Thanks, engineer. Petrov overtaking us will be a disaster to our Grand Prix here, so... Now let's just try and get away from him. Now we want a faster tyre, let's get out to Kobayashi. I know in this tyre is 2 sets down on the hard tyre, which is the prime tyre this Grand Prix, we're on the soft tyre. We may have a big chance here. I don't know how quick this tyre may be. Let's get out to Kobayashi.
The car behind is running on the prime tyre, we should try and create a gap.
Thanks, engineer. Well, that's a gap we gotta watch out for. 6.7, let's see if we can get that down. I know these tyres won't last long, we gotta get after it. If we gain 2 seconds of that, perfect. Let's see what we can do. We've already actually pulled out a few seconds of Petrov behind us and Ricardo. So that's already a good sign that these tyres are working. Right, we're still going strong here. In P15, we're not going strong, but, you know, we are gaining time. Our cars ahead, it looks like. Let's see. We're gaining on Kobayashi. We're going to need that. 6.1 down from 6.7.
Between you and the car behind.
6.7.
See if you can increase the gap.
I mean, we should do anyway in GM because that's bloody Caterham and we're in a Toro Rosso. Right, what's the lap like? That's not a purple lap time, but it's good enough. 1:39.0. Gap's 3.8 now. We gained 2 seconds in one sector. I mean, that's we gained like 3 seconds on that lap, or maybe 4 seconds. So this tyre is definitely working. This American can last for distance, so that's the thing. But to be fair, we are pushing to the limit to try and get. If we get at least 1 point, we'll have to take what we get because Hamilton's in second place. Oh god, no! Just frick's sake, he's in the lead. We don't want to lose this championship, and he's in the lead.
Fuel is looking okay, but we'll keep an eye on it.
Okay, I'll put that down the mix 2 for now and use it when we need to. And I may save it.
The car ahead is 3 seconds up on you.
Thanks, engineer. This tyre is definitely the right one to be on for a race tyre. That's why if I did a 100% race, I would then go probably start a race on prime tyres, then go for a free stop with options. And if you guys want to see me do a classic 100% race round on this game, let me know. And I'll pick a car for it. I might pick a midfield car, like the Sauber or something. Or I might pick the Mercedes with Michael Schumacher, since he's a master around here. Or I could do a last question mark challenge as Vettel, and like wait till they're like a sector ahead of us. Right, Gav's back up to 3.4 now. I think they're having to lift with those tyres on.
You're keeping up with race pace. Keep pushing.
Thanks, NG. I think Kobayashi had DRS, that's why he gained a bit of time. Yes, Kobayashi, we're gaining on him. I think that's a battle for
Daniel
P9.
has come into the pits.
Yeah, he had to make another stop. Knowing what tyres he was on. So Ricciardo's basically sacrificed himself here. But if he wanted to sacrifice himself, he could have took himself off the circuit maybe, I don't know.
The gap to the next car is about 3 seconds.
Thanks, NG. We're pushing this to the limit if you guys saw him with Denga corners. Hamilton's extending his
It
lead.
looks like the car ahead is trying to create a gap. He's running full revs, maximum power.
Thanks, NG. So Kobayashi's using mix-free, so we've got to try and do something about that. But if we can't get anywhere near it, P15 will be our best target around here, and that's not going to be a good outcome for Toro Rosso, scoring no points, and Jen Sonic, aka me, losing the 28-point lead, being slashed down to 3. I'll use the mix-free here, and then I'll try and conserve the fuel from then. We have gained on Kobayashi. And he just tried to move.
We can't afford to lose too much time stuck behind the car ahead. You're faster than him in Sector 2. Sector 2.
Thanks, NGR. 2.6 now. And there's going to be no moves made. So if they keep squabbling over each other, we could have a chance here. But with Hamilton leading. And he's actually extending the gap out to Alonso. So, yeah, Hamilton actually did the overcut on Alonso. Because Alonso pitted the lap before him. I mean, to be fair, I could have pitted the lap before everyone else did. Instead of pitting when everyone else did. Because then it could mean we could have gained some time. Again, we're 2 times faster than Kobayashi.
Pace is good. Pace is good.
Thanks, NGR. This thing is getting pushed to its limit. To try and get ahead of Kobayashi and the cars ahead. So that's Kobayashi, Rosberg, and then it's Perez, and then a few other cars. So we're going to try and get ahead of them all. It's a 5-car battle this, so I think this is towards P9, maybe P10, I don't know. This might become a 6-car battle in a minute with us joining.
DRS. You won't be able to activate it.
Oh, that's just great, isn't it? DRS isn't working now. Frick's sake, frick's sake.
We might need to think about moving to fuel mix mode 2 in the next few laps.
I have to do it now, actually. Come here, Kamui. I know it's your home Grand Prix, mate, but this has to be done for the championship. .139.0, our best up at the race.
Gaining on Kobayashi by around half a second a lap.
Thanks, NGR. And with those guys squabbling away, it may be more. And the gap between us and De La Rosa is half a minute, so that just proves how much pace we've got over at back markers. And don't worry guys, if you want me, and also guys, I don't know why I said don't worry guys, but if you want me to use my webcam for the last few races, then I'll try and get it sorted. So you can like see me in the corner doing these races.
Try and close the gap to the car ahead. It's currently 2 seconds.
Thanks, engineer. There's only 2.5 laps left, and these tyres are degrading fast. So if we are going to make moves for points, it has to be now. I mean, DRS needs to get fixed as well. Otherwise, we won't do it. It's mostly the left front that's suffering. The rest of the tyres are fine. Well, that was a slide coming out of a spoon curve. That might cost us a couple of attempts too. Kobayashi ahead. It may not happen. We tried so hard. This Grand Prix has no curve. Hamilton's gone quickest of anyone on those tyres. They're squabbling over each other. This may be our moment. But it's for 11th, not 4 points, as Vettel now goes quickest. DRS ain't working. We could have DRS. Kobayashi going slow. We need to make this move now. On the inside, Kobayashi. We forced him wide. We've got it done. Finally, we're ahead of Kobayashi. It may be for nothing though, because that's one of the Salbers streaking ahead. That's Perez is streaking ahead of us. So these overtakes may count for nothing. And we got to be on the curb there as well. So it looks like all of this effort is going to be for nothing. Let's try and get P12 nonetheless, because we'll just show them we gave it a good shot, which we have today. We gave it our best shot at a possible finish. Whoa! Rosberg going so slow in the hairpin, and Resta. Let's take a massive avoiding action. Let's watch that again. If it'll even let us, it will. So, here. Yeah, let's take massive avoiding action, otherwise we'll have gone straight into the back of Rosberg's Mercedes. That's us up in the 12th place. That might be where we finish.
DRS is now fixed and available to use.
Thanks, engineer. Came at the wrong time though. We needed it on the last lap, on the previous lap. As Hamilton will start his final lap at the Grand Prix, and he will take a big chunk out of our lead in the championship, and may turn the advantage into his favour, knowing he's got the faster car, and he's going to be fighting for wins all the time. But for us, it's uncertain we're going to be fighting for wins in this thing, as the difficulty turner may have been at the wrong time, especially on this track, as Perez is 5 seconds clear on us. And we're trying all we can, but it's not enough. I think the rest have lost a bit of time behind us. But Perez is too far ahead of us now. We can't get 11th. It's going to be P12 today, unfortunately. Hamilton's going to win the Grand Prix, which will mean that he'll be 3 points behind us with only 5 rounds left. And don't discount Alonso either, because he's going to be like 30 points behind us. So yeah, don't discount Fernando Alonso from winning this title, as this championship's going to go down to a final race, it looks like, in Brazil, if we can get our act together. So the thing is, if we were in a Williams car, I would have gone legend. But I think the Toro Rosso may have been a step too far, because we're just not as quick. I mean, to be fair though, if I put on professional, I think in this thing we'd be easily winning Grand Prix. Especially like Singapore, we'd dominate that weekend. So that's why I wanted the challenge. I think at Spa, if I was on professional difficulty, I'd walk the field. But anyway, Lewis Hamilton at the front of chicane, and Lewis Hamilton is going to win the Japanese Grand Prix, and the championship battle is back on at the top as Hamilton takes 25 points out of Jens Sonic's lead. It's going to be slashed down to 3, with Jens Sonic going to be probably, most likely, finishing 12th, and Hamilton goes quickest again on the final lap. I mean, how do you do it? I don't know. Perez is 6.2 ahead, so there's no hope of us getting points today.
You have a 4-second gap to the car behind. 4 seconds.
Thanks, Engineer De Resto. I knew you were struggling a lot. But out of the final chicane for us. We tried our best, but it's to no avail. It's P12 today. P12. We don't move the helmet. And we know this all may be over. The championship may be over. But there's 5 rounds left, and we could still do it. But for now, it may be over.
12th place. Nice driving.
Thanks, engineer. We did all we could. But Hamilton takes the glory in Suzuka. Pastor Maldonado finishes 3rd in the Williams for his first podium in Formula 1. Kimi Raikkonen finishes 4th. Alonso 2nd. I suspected that. Then it's Webber 5th. Vettel 6th. And Massa 7th. Then Grosjean, Button and Hulkenberg rounding off the top 10. That's the battle we wanted to be in today, the top 10, but unfortunately, we just couldn't do it. Ricciardo finished down in 21st. Don't know what happened to him. I mean, the 2-stop didn't work out for him. But this championship is going down to the wire, And as we continue, look at this.
You're still topping the Drivers' Championship table.
Yeah, I know we are, but look at that. Lewis Hamilton's 3 points behind us, and McLaren take a huge step towards the Constructors' title. But with Hamilton now 3 points behind us, it is well and truly game on of the championship, and Hamilton may easily take the championship lead. As it looks like us leaving the McLaren Academy and Caterham may backfire massively, because ever since we left Caterham, we've only scored, I think, what was it? 48 points, I think it was. We only scored 48 points ever since after the German Grand Prix, so things have not been looking good for us. But anyway, we'll plough on through anyway, as we get back in the garage and discuss everything with the team about what could have been today. And we're visibly frustrated. We're buckling under pressure, and it looks like Hamilton may win this title now, unless we perform a miracle. And obviously, in the words of Lewis Hamilton, we need to hope for a miracle. Himself, of course. I remember he said that in one of his Mercedes team radios. But let's check these press readings, and then we'll head back. Driver versus driver. Why is the media starting friction between us and Daniel Ricciardo? I mean, we're fine. I mean, I was put into this car anyway by the Red Bull Driver Academy, so what should I do? I mean, obviously, because Schumacher retired with a puncher. He has started what Martin Whitmarsh, yeah, 2 in a row for Hamilton, and he's doing crunch time. He is. He's clutching up all results he can, and going to Korea, it's game on. Where practice? You're kidding? I'll keep my pace round here, have a look, and see what I need to do to try and improve it around Korea. I'll do obviously qualifying, then I'll find out what's hampering me. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it there for part 15 of this F1 2012 career mode. Thanks all for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe if anyone is new. It's totally free if you signed in, and tell the notification bell so you don't miss out any future videos / streams coming up. And it's game on in the championship. I'll see you all guys for the next video. See you then. I hope you all have an amazing day.